Grandma, you can take whatever pills you want, but please don't say whatever you wish. When I went to Drifting Flowers City, I was seeking the body jade sap. It had no connection with Chu Ching Cheng. Please refrain from mentioning any of this in the future. The Drifting Flowers edifices isn't evil. Why are you so avid in breaking all ties? Ching Cheng's got a body that all men want. How does he just ignore that? What's wrong with him? Zhuofan, Ching Cheng spent so much effort on you. How could you do this to her? Why can't I do this? The entire Drifting Flowers edifices was saved by me, including this old hag, who was also saved by me. I owe you guys nothing. This is the first time I've been pointed at and sneered at, especially by a bratty child like Zhuofan. But what he said does have some sense to it. Ever since I woke up, I've heard his stories. Today, I saw his show, causing disorder and planting seeds, forming this grudge between Marshal Dugu and the Hell Valley in midst of all the confusion. A mischievous and sinister character indeed. If we wrong him then it won't be fun. Ingrate. Haha, we're all family. Why cause a ruckus over such a small matter? The important matter at hand is how we will resolve the situation our four houses are in. We cannot act on our emotions. The Pavilion Lord Long is correct. Chu Bijuan smiled. I was unwise. Please forgive me, Steward Shuo. What just happened was personal to her, but for the Drifting Flowers edifices, she was willing to put down her pride, just like that. This is one fearsome person. I was crude with my words. Please forgive me. Chu Bijuan nodded, with a smile of praise. Seeing all you here today, I believe that you all have agreed and formed an alliance. If so, that means our four houses' goals have aligned. Or shall I say, we were all forced into a corner by someone and there was no other way but an alliance. Indeed. Pavilion Lord Long, Adobe Lord Xie, and I recently joined the 7 houses gathering held by the Regent Estate. Like Steward Shuo suspected at first, the Regent Estate does have the resolve to unite the 7 houses, with the Hell Valleys group serving the Regent Estate. Oh, the 7 houses gathering? Can someone fill me in on the details? So it began like this. Chu Bijuan started recalling the meeting in minute details. I was wondering why there was no one from the Regent Estate in Windgaze City. That explains it. The Regent Estate's estate Lord Huangpu Tianyun has a man of character too. What character? Luo Yunhai mocked. Brother Zhuo, he used the Hell Valley to test the imperial family's limits. He didn't come himself. A coward is what he is. Child, it is time for a lecture, lest you get tricked by other expert. As the saying goes, the Regent Estate is the most cold-blooded. This is the first point. I killed his son, but he did not rage. Instead, he sent a bunch of experts to kill me at Windgaze City. That means this person is calm and level-headed. Second, after losing his son, he acted as if nothing happened. Not only did he not think about revenge, but he also incorporated a way to test the imperial family's limits. This means he saw the bigger picture. He's not your ordinary man. This is what successful people should be doing. Child, when you inherit the clan head position, putting aside your strength, as well as your schemes, remember one thing. Cold-heartedness. Zhuofan snickered and patted Luo Yunhai's shoulder. Is there anyone who teaches their young master like that? But in all honesty, his teachings are correct. In a cruel world like this, relationships are a stumbling stone sometimes. As of right now, the imperial family has shown their stance, so we are safe for the time being. As for the Luo clan, we have Marshal Dugu backing us, so we are safer than ever. What kind of luck does he have to form a relationship with Marshal Dugu? Brother Zhuo, since when did you have connections with Marshal Dugu, to such an extent that Yunhai is his godson? I've known Marshal Dugu for no longer than half a month. As for how we formed ties, all I can say is there is nothing impossible for me. Crap, we gave him another chance to brag. And the fact that I am so fabulous, catching an expert's attention and being taken in as a godson and a disciple, it was only a matter of time, haha. This kid's been ruined by Zhuofan. Her impression of Zhuofan went up a notch. No wonder why this brat is the Luo clan's steward. He's a jack of all trades, master of all. As for stewardship, not even the unwanted contriver can compare to him. After all, the ability to transform a third-rate clan into a first-rate powerhouse is next to none in this world. Sigh, the Luo clan having Zhuofan as a steward is comparable to 1,000 years of work for the 7 houses. But sadly, a man like him does not wish to join the Drifting Flowers edifices. Yeah, since the Luo clan is so great now, does that mean our Veiled Dragon Pavilion's aid can be put on hold? Of course not. The amount of resources the Luo clan needs is still great. The Veiled Dragon Pavilion helped us a bit, but it barely scratched the surface. With the alliance between our 4 houses, shouldn't the other 2 houses also help out and lift us, a third-class clan, out of poverty? While you were at the Drifting Flowers City, you took the herbs we collected for a whole year. What else do you want? Those herbs are to be used for alchemy. Even if they weren't, I saved your whole house. Isn't a little payment appropriate? Does that count as your support? You bastard. Chu Bijuan chuckled. Now that the 4 houses are all on the same boat, the Luo clan will be our biggest help in the future. Helping the Luo clan is the same as helping ourselves. From today on, the Luo clan's herbal needs are all on the Drifting Flowers edifices. As expected from grandmother, you are wise. The Sword Marquise Adobe specialize in forging. We have many blacksmiths and mines. So any ores, spiritual weapons, or demonic treasures you need are on us. Can't believe the Sword Marquise Adobe does that. That damned Xie Tianyang. Why didn't he tell me earlier? Screw him as a brother. Adobe Lord Xie, you've come to our rescue. Then, all other needs are on the Veiled Dragon Pavilion? Duh. Who else? You're the biggest merchant in Tianyu. Having friends from afar makes us all extremely happy. Such a description of the situation. What a smart kid. Indeed. A smart and mannered child, unlike someone. Come, tell me. Do you know the meaning of this phrase? Of course. These last few days Brother Zhuo specifically made me memorize enough books for the rest of my life. Of course I know. The meaning is, having so many friends over is the same as having so many more people I can take advantage of. Of course the greatest happiness. I'm a steward, maybe not fit to teach. Zhuo Fan blinked his large eyes in. No, you're fitting, way too fitting. Taking Luo Yunhai back to Blackwind Mountain. When he stepped through the gates, he shouted, Old Pang. Yes, Brother Zhuo. Call all those who oversee the clan's matters over. And he whispered something in Old Pang's ear. Shortly after, Luo Yunchang, Lei Yuntian and the rest clan officials gathered in the meeting hall. I have gathered you all here today. All those with authority to be witnesses. 2 years ago, when the 3 clans merged, Windgaze City was put under our jurisdiction. The Luo clan was bound to join the 7 houses. Now that the 7 houses are fighting, it is time for our uprising. But a serpent does not work without a head. So today, we shall decide who will be the head. Aren't you our serpent head? Or are you gonna snatch the title of clan head with a proper excuse? Even Luo Yunhai and Luo Yunchang found it funny. They had absolutely no worry Zhuo Fan would snatch the clan head position all for himself. I have no interest in being a clan head. Being bound to a clan for a lifetime is not something I can bear. So the reason I brought you all here is to make this kid the clan head. Move it. At this point, Captain Pang brought 4 men into the hall. Kneel. The 4 traitors of Windgaze City. For far too long have I been annoyed by you. This time you really are seeking death. Zhuo Fan waved and a steel essence great saber sank into the stone floor. The 4 flinched, so scared they almost peed themselves. Yunhai, you will be the clan head from now on. As such, these few traitors are at your mercy. What? Zhuo Fan, this is too much. He is still a child. How can you make him do something so cruel? Brother Zhuo, taking care of the trash does not require the young master to do it himself, right? Let me do it, lest the young master get stained with their blood. Shut it. Are you the future clan head? Zhuo Fan glared. Nonetheless, Cyrome was once an elder as well. Aside from the clan head, who has the authority to handle him? Looks like he wants to place Yunhai in a position of authority to take on the responsibilities of a clan head, so that the others won't treat him as a kid anymore. Although it looks inhumane, it is for the better of the Luo clan. I bow in respect. Li Jingtian and Yang Song slightly nodded. Otherwise, he would only be the clan head in name, having his authority stripped while a child as he wouldn't need to think about anything, and would grow up useless. Zhuo Fan is really training someone to be the Luo clan's successor. All understood how much thought Zhuo Fan put into this. Luo Yunchang's heart was bleeding but steeled herself, pushing Luo Yunhai towards Zhuo. Brother Zhuo, please stop joking. I am still a kid. A child with no parents is not a child. If you do not do this today, I assure you, the Luo clan's fall 2 years ago will reenact itself. Shuddering, Luo Yunhai was brought back to those cruel times of seeing his Luo clansmen murdered around him. Luo Yunhai lifted the great saber from the floor with a ringing. Yang Song's Yuan Qi had the 4 rooted on the spot, unable to make use of their own cultivation. Yunhai, listen to me. Do you remember how much Uncle Cai loved and cared for you back then? Our two clans are best of friends. When the Luo clan was in trouble, only Uncle Cai took you in. And do you remember your cousin Xiaoting? Every time he went to the Luo clan. Sigh, this is pathetic. All the other around them looked on with derision. Yet, Luo Yunhai was steadfast, bringing the blade behind them. We're done for. Zhuo Fan watched everything coldly as Luo Yunchang turned her head away. A cold glimmer flashed and the four felt a chill, yet no pain at all. When they opened their eyes, they saw a strand of hair slowly floating from each of them. The Luo and Cai clan are friends, after all. The Luo clan teachings say, steadfastness and righteousness. Your mercilessness does not justify my unrighteousness. I've heard of a ceremony where the hair is cut as a symbol of decapitation. Now with my authority as the Luo clan head, I have severed ties with your hair instead of your head. But from now on, the Cai clan will have nothing to do with the Luo clan. If you harm the Luo clan again, you will not escape death. And as for the Sun clan, seeing that you are married to the Cai clan, treat it as a show of mercy. Henceforth, do not treat the Cai clan as a burden. He was still an elder of the Luo clan. I do not wish for them to be disrespected again after they have been casted out. The hall was still grave. All watched Luo Yunhai incredulously. Unbelievable, Luo Yunhai is so young, yet he can speak such a heartwarming speech. This speech, however, although naive, hides the charisma of a leader within it. But with this, it is the same as going against Steward Zhuo. Zhuo Fan, Yunhai is still a kid. He can't be that cruel. A light flick of his hand cut her off. Kid, is this your final decision? No regrets. If Brother Zhuo wishes to kill them, then all right. As for me, I believe that they should not die at our hands. Her, naive and innocent. Li Jingtian and Yang Song chuckled. But out of everyone's expectations, Zhuo Fan nodded a sigh. All right. I did want to send them off, but since the clan head said so, I guess I'll let them go. Elder Yang, remove the restrictions. Okay. Wait, what? We're letting them go? Getting a nod, Yang Song removed their restrictions. The stubborn and selfish Zhuo Fan is willing to listen to that brat and let us go. But with this, who is the one that spared our lives? Who is it that we shall thank? Since the clan head has set you free, beat it already. One more thing though, Elder Cai. From now on, you all will have no place in the Luo clan's ascent to the top. Shuddering, Cai Rong understood his hidden meaning. He sighed, taking his son and the other two through the door. This is the first time Zhuo Fan's acted like a steward and listened to the clan head. And the clan head is a little kid. But, if this were before and you challenged his wishes, you would get a heavy beating. Brother Zhuo, you're not going to scold me for going against your wishes and letting them go? Luo Yunhai blinked. Kiddo, you're the clan head. I'm the steward. All I give are suggestions. Agreeing or not is completely your decision. Feel free to oppose me. And, I told you to take care of them, not kill them specifically. They're a bunch of nobodies. Letting them live means nothing. Zhuo Fan may be devious and cunning, but he truly is good to the Luo clan. This is clearly a surrender of his authority. Riddle me this. Of those with power in this world, who would be willing to pass on their authority? Sigh, but you doing so has made me glad and sad at the same time. Brother Zhuo, if you are glad, then how can you be sad? I'm glad. Because you have the courage to go against me and are finally acting like a clan head. As for my sadness, you took the path that is the exact opposite of mine. I taught you for so long, for it to be wasted. For a position of power, be it as big as an emperor or a sect leader, or as small as a clan head or a bandit leader. There are millions of ways to get to that spot. But generally, they are categorized into two. One is with your charisma, the other with your strength. I don't care for the logic when I do things. Sigh, you're not the same as me. But you speak about loyalty and what not. Having a steward like you in the Luo clan has everyone living with their hearts in their throats, in fear of making one small mistake and getting yelled at. If Yunhai is also like you, how can anyone stay in this clan for long? They all burst out laughing. One Zhuo Fan is enough to make us seem inferior. If there were two, wouldn't we become slaves? We're grateful, truly grateful. The words of a woman. Long hair, small brain. A benevolent ruler is favored by all, but that is merely the surface. A facade masking the corruption within. How many in this world truly embody a benevolent ruler? Most put on a show of goodwill to do what they want. If the Luo clan really thinks that you can use charisma to build up the clan, then I will assure you that we will lose harder than 2 years ago. What? Then I will follow your path. Luo Yunhai spoke with eyes filled with tears. I will bring those 4 immediately. I won't be merciful this time. Mountains can be moved, but not the heart. Shaking his head. I told you to take care of those 4 today. First, to see if you are fit to be the clan head. Well done. You passed. Second, to see which path you'd take. Although it wasn't what I wanted, worry not, I'm still here. What you do not wish to do, I will do for you. You don't want blood on your hands? Then I will make a pyramid of bones and seat you on top. You rule with a velvet glove, and I will sweep the path with an iron hand, until you stand so high that no one is able to touch you. Brother Zhua. Thank you. Luo Yunchang bit her lip, tears glistening. The Luo clan doesn't have much, but we have Zhua Fan. All right, old Pang. Bring that kid back to the Dugu army. If you had chosen my path, I would have trained you myself. But now, that old man Dugu is more suitable for you. Captain Pang pulled an unwilling Luo Yunhai away. All of you, resume your tasks. As for Elder Li and Elder Yang, stay. We have something we must discuss. Why isn't he taking my path, even though I taught him for a good half-month? Steward, you're still troubled over that. You really treat that kid as your son. But Steward Zhua, I have to say, you have earned my utmost admiration today. I have yet to see a not her supportive figure like you. It's truly like the Luo clan's teachings of loyalty and faithfulness. Yes, you may say that you're a tyrant, but when it comes to the Luo clan, you are a prime example of a benevolent ruler. Just how many blessings have you received from the clan head that you so wholeheartedly support the 2 siblings? What relationship do I have with the Luo clan? Isn't it all because of the heart demon? Saying that I'm a prime example of a benevolent ruler, haha. You too, having been at the top for so many years. Do you know any fire or water experts? Any recommendations? Why do you ask, steward? Today, the Luo clan is in a safe position, but that doesn't mean that someone won't come and disturb us in the future. Of the 4 arrays, the Eastern Poison Dragon array is controlled by Elder Yang. As a body cultivator, it is best for Elder Li to control the Western Dazzling Gold array. So I need 2 more experts to control the Southern Black Flame array and the Northern Ice Shadows array, so that when someone does come and disturb the peace, they will never leave. As you requested, I have chosen 2 people. Oh, who? The Raging Ancestor, Qiu Yanghai, and the Ice Moon Witch, Xue Qingjian. What? Those 2 old monsters? No, no. Those 2 monsters are so stubborn. Even when the Regent Estate invited them off their mountain, they refuse. Afterwards, the Regent Estate went with force and suffered massive losses. From then on, no one has dared to bother them. Oh, how strong are they? The 5th layer of the Radiant stage. I have fought them before. Individually, I can still win. But when they work together, and their fire and water coexist, even 5 old men like me cannot defeat them. Oh, they can combine fire and water. Okay. It's going to be them then. Tomorrow morning we set off. But Steward Zhua, how will we manage to persuade them? I'm going to force them. What do you mean by persuade? Elder Li, those 2 remaining spring pills from before, you still have them, right? Of course. How could I afford to throw away pills as useful as them? Haha. The 3 shared a glance and started snickering evilly. What? He left. He really uses this place as a hotel. You're telling me that he didn't know that in 3 days the army would be returning to the capital and that he wouldn't be able to see Yunhai off? Young miss, calm down. Huh, so it's true that that brat is seeing someone outside. You're right. That's definitely why. This steward already has so many girls yet is still not satisfied. Are they acting dumb or are actually dumb? 3 months later. This used to be a vibrant place full of life, not the Snowfire Peak what was called today. How long is this battle going to last? The whole landscape has even been changed. Such destructive power, even in the Radiant stage, would still be a first-class skill. They indeed live up to their reputation. It was worth coming here to recruit these 2 people. Steward Zhua, these 2 were originally lovers and back in the day were so powerful that even a mention of their name sent people shivering in fear. But they're very strange people. They often cultivate an opposing cultivation method and are unreasonable and don't listen to anyone. Then they secluded themselves here, leaving the empire to be at peace again. Though they did ruin such a fine landscape. If it were like that, in that the 2 do not get along, then why was the Regent Estate not able to discipline them back then? Steward Zhua, The relationship between lovers is very intriguing. You may see them fighting at home, but as soon as an outsider intrudes, they'll definitely join hands. Their teamwork is seamless. Back then, the 10 of us Radiant stage experts were beaten up so badly, we're still resentful to this day. So it's like that. Appear apart, but united at heart. Then, a sudden soul ripple passed over the two. They realized on the spot they'd been spotted. Elder Li, you know what to do next. Of course. We must use our brains, not our brawn, haha. Li Jingtian, a man in red, came from the burning side of the mountain range, bellowing with such rage that jarred the two's ears. Not 30 meters from him, Zhuofan could feel as the scorching heat was evaporating even his sweat. He reckoned that any closer would have him combust. What pure fire Yuan Qi. Qiu Yanghai, long time no see. Your manners really get worse by the day. As a Radiant stage expert, it surprises me that you'd release such pressure upon a junior. Manners? Back then, 10 of you faced 2 of us. Your Regent estate has manners? Mad Dipper, what brings you here today? You alone can't beat the 2 of us. Don't worry, Raging Ancestor. This time I have come not to harm. This is our estate's young master. He has a fire physique. The Imperial Tyrant body art doesn't suit him very well, so by my master's order, I brought him here to be your disciple. Disciple? Your Regent estate has many cultivation methods. Why does he seek to be my disciple? You're not wrong. Regent estate has many cultivation methods, but none greater than the Imperial Tyrant body art. Our young master is very demanding. He insists on learning Tianyu's strongest fire cultivation method. So that's why I decided to come to you. Your Raging Ancestor's Heaven-Searing Inferno, as everyone knows, is a profound cultivation method second only to the 7 houses, right? That is indeed true. Qiu Yanghai nodded, but the mere mention of Regent estate stirred a raging fire in him. How could he take a disciple? Li Jingtian, since you've joined the Regent estate, you've only become less respectable. If you wanted to show some goodwill in wanting me to have this kid as a disciple, the estate lord should have come himself. But they actually had you come. You really are their dog. I don't have any respectability. Just wait till your share of this kid's treat. We'll see if you have any respectability then. Raging Ancestor, stop blabbering on. Do you accept him as your disciple or not? I don't. Back then, the Regent estate besieged us too. How do you expect me to still accept your young master as my disciple? Li Jingtian, is your disciple the same as you, with no respectability? Let's wait and see. Li Jingtian gnashed his teeth. Elder Li, back then, when you told me about this Raging Ancestor, I was reluctant to come with you to see. But it turns out there's nothing to see here. He's not even comparable to our Regent estate's profound Heaven Elders. Nonsense. Back then, I faced 10 people myself. I have never lost to your Regent estate. How dare you say that I'm not comparable to your profound Heaven Elders? Because you aren't. You see. Zhuofan pointed at the mountain range with childlike fascination. This mountain that you burnt has half of it frozen, so it must be because your firepower isn't strong and your vitality isn't enough. How is there such a naive person in the Regent estate? He must not have left his home his entire life. He's never seen the fallout between 2 experts. Kid, you are young and ignorant. I won't explain it to you. But you need to know that this is not me setting the mountain on fire. It's the tragic aftermath of a fight between me and my wife. Wow, that's so cool. The aftermath looks so spectacular. Even my house's elders, let alone me, can only admire the scenery from afar. Qiu Yanghai nodded pleased. You are a good student. Old man, I meant that your wife is very strong. A man like you has such a powerful wife. Look how incompetent you are. Kid, don't talk nonsense. Who said it was my fire that was frozen by that woman? Obviously it was her ice that my fire melted. An elegant voice rang. This little brother is very knowledgeable. This big sister likes you a lot. Old coot, did you hear that? Even a kid can see that this old lady has beaten you. Why can't you accept defeat? She's clearly an old woman pretending to be young. How dare she call herself sister? If she used all the cultivation she wasted maintaining a youthful look on enhancing her strength, wouldn't she be so much more powerful? Then you would have beaten that old brat long ago. Sister, you are very beautiful. Zhuofan entered kid mode the instant he saw her, raining fake praises on her. Young master, your mouth is quite sweet. Although this big sister of yours doesn't like the Regent estate, you're an exception. Sister, you're his granddaughter, right? But it doesn't seem right. He's so ugly. How could someone like him birth a granddaughter like you that's as pretty as a flower? She pinched Shuo Fan's cheeks stronger. Young master, big sister adores so much. I must say, Steward Shuo, don't throw your morals away. Kid, are your eyes tricking you? That old woman is over 100 years old. Even if she's used her cultivation to maintain her youthful appearance, when she's angry, she looks nothing like a young girl. You've been locked up in that regent estate for so long that you've never seen a woman in your life, haven't you? You old fart, how do I not resemble a young girl? You're begging to be slapped, aren't you? Just look at you right now. What young girl calls herself an old lady? You have so many years on you now. How do you still feel no shame? Chiu Yanghai mocked. The women went red and huffed in anger as she sent a palm attack. With a flick of his sleeve, a blaze erupted, blocking the white light. Old granny, you want to go at it again? So what if I am? Who told you to expose me in front of this child? Then what about tearing down your old ass? Look how old you are. And you still want to raise a young man. You're just an aged cow eating tender grass. Old fart, you're talking rubbish. Shuo Fan and Li Jingtian smiled inside. The two of you, I brought this child to be taken in as a disciple, not to watch you two argue. Since brother Chiu doesn't want him, then I'll take him away first. Goodbye, sister. Shuo Fan waved sadly at the woman. Wait a minute. I love this child. I'll take him in. You can't take him in. He's got a fire physique. He's only suitable for practicing my fire cultivation method. What can your water cultivation method provide? This old lady has been dealing with you for a lifetime. Your heaven-searing inferno is something I can recite even backwards. What do you mean, I can't take the child in? Chiu Yanghai paused for a moment, realizing the truth of it, but still ridiculed. How I became the best fire expert in Tianyu wasn't just by relying on that cultivation method, but with this. His hand was holding a rumbling scarlet flame. The heaven and earth spirit flame earth erupting fire sea. This kid has a good eye. Not bad. If you become my disciple, in addition to the heaven-searing inferno, I'll give you a piece of the earth erupting fire sea too. Only then will you be a real man. I see. This earth erupting fire sea was born in a volcano at the center of the earth. It was born to be powerful, with both gentle flames and fierce flames. Not only can the efficiency of cultivation be improved, but it also proves very effective on the battlefield. This raging ancestor is so powerful. He's worth the 10 radiant stage expert. This power truly is amazing. Then again, Shuo Fan flicked his eyes on Li Jingtian. This guy experienced the earth erupting fire sea back then and he was still able to suppress Chiu Yanghai. You can see how sturdy his physique is. The Mad Dipper is really a special martial artist and an expert at body cultivation. I'm lucky I subdued him in the first place. I've truly found a rare treasure. Ah, sister. He said, if I go with him, I can get part of his heaven and earth spirit flame. Why don't I? Child, don't worry. That old guy has one, but your big sister here also has one. Gah, he is a fire expert. Obtaining a heaven and earth spirit flame is not a problem. But you are a water expert. Yet you can say that you have a spirit flame as well. Shuo Fan was staring into the ice moon witch hand. Shuo Fan's eyes twitched and shouted, the ice heart moon soul? It's like his heaven and earth spirit flame but even rarer than it. A treasure of heaven and earth for water cultivators. It can relieve one's world of scorching heat, wash away any distracting thoughts, and greatly improve cultivation. Most importantly, it can transform swathes of land into ice, and ordinary experts aren't able to withstand its power. Hey, you're very knowledgeable, child. Although his heaven and earth spirit flame is rare, many people know of it. Shui Qingjian eyed him inquisitively. This ice heart moon soul is rarely known, yet you recognize it. I read ancient manuscripts, so I know a little, hee. Look here, old woman. He wants to train in my fire cultivation method. No matter how powerful your ice heart moon soul is, he won't be able to use it. I suggest you stop butting into our business. Chiu Yanghai shouted. Shuo Fan caught on to something. He grabbed Shui Qingjian's hand and started waving it around in his best childlike tone. Sister, I really do want to learn under you. It's such a shame that our attributes don't match, and I won't be able to use your ice heart moon soul. Could you think of a way for that old man to give me his earth erupting fire sea? Hey, kid. Let go of that old woman. Chiu Yanghai was fuming mad. Shui Qingjian raised an eyebrow and laughed. Okay, I'll help you get it.